In this demo, I'll be showing you the program eligibility tracker as well as the program recommendation. The program eligibility helps customers, especially customers that are looking for eligible programs, to be able to come to the service agent and actually know if they're eligible for the programs. It might be a subset of questions that they need to answer to determine the eligibility. The list is vast. So we're going to start by asking the service agent, am I eligible for a solar program? And so the service agent is going to ask us a couple of questions to determine this, and then we can move over to the next stage. So it says to check your eligibility, I'll need your email address. This will help us determine what initiative you qualify for. I'm just going to put my email address as well. And the next thing you should do as well is, because we want to get your name and contact information, it should ask you for your first name and your last name. So I'm going to do my first name and last name again, and then we should be positioned with the questionnaires that we need to answer to be able to determine the eligibility. So it says the first question is, do you own a home? Yes or no? So I'm going to respond with yes, I own a home. And then the next question is going to ask me is, what is my average monthly bill? It's just trying to gauge what I'm spending as well. And so we're going to put this is our average monthly bill. And then we're going to the third question, which you should ask us is, what type of home do we live in? And so we're going to provide the answer from the predefined options at the top. And we're going to say we live in a mobile home. And then the next question it should ask us is, what type of roof do we have? So I'm going to say I have a wood slate roof. So what should happen is, after these 4 questions, it should go behind the scenes and check whether I'm eligible for one of these answers. And it says, based off of your provided answers, you're qualified for at least one of our solar incentive programs. Someone from our team will be in touch within 2 to 3 business days. And it also gives them a record number for their inquiry, so that if they did want to follow up later in the future, they can do this as well. We find that the beauty of this is that it helps the service agents just focus on the people that are actually eligible and not have to weed through thousands of records in the system. So this is what happens on the customer side. On the service agent side, we're going to go there very quickly and show you what happens there as well. We're currently handling all of these requests through the cases object in Salesforce. And so if we go to our solar initiative requests, what we can see here is, this is the request number 2041. It has come into the solar initiative request bucket, and you can see it has come in as pre-qualified. So we have determined that this person is actually pre-qualified for one of our programs. And so we're going to go into this particular request. We can review the answers again. And one thing that you see at the side is the solar program recommendation. With the help of Einstein recommendation, we're able to build a model that actually look at the history of all the past data as well as the recommendations that were provided for those past data and determine this is the next best action to take. And so the system is telling you the next best program that this person might be eligible for is the net metering. We find that with this particular solution, it reduces the amount of time that it actually takes the service agent to go through whatever documentations you had to have to check for eligibility. So at the net metering, what we're going to do is we're going to click on accept. And what it should do is that it should pop up a screen flow for us to be able to select that actually net metering. So we're going to do net metering from this particular list. You can also add some other recommendations, which is the human touch that this brings to it. And we're going to click on next, and that has been successfully added. So now if we go back to the case and let's refresh this so that we can see our changes, and we go to related, what you'll be able to see is that that net metering was added as a recommended program for this particular customer. It doesn't end here. The next thing that we want to do is we actually want to send an email to the customer saying, hey, this is where you are at and this is what you're eligible for. With the help of prompt templates in the flows, we are able to draft some things with Einstein and send the emails out. So we're going to go to the emails here. I'm going to put my email here so you see a copy of what it looks like. And we're going to go to the bottom here, this really sparkly thing that says draft with Einstein. So we're going to click on that. And when we click on this, it's able to allow us select a list of templates. So we're going to be working with the solar program template. It's going to ask us what are we doing recommendation for. As you can see, 418 is already automatically selected, and we're going to click on continue. What should happen here is that it will go behind the scene, pull out the recommended solar initiative, put the customer's information out, and draft a wonderful letter that can be sent to the customer. So it says, "Dear Rhoda, congratulations, we're thrilled to inform you that you have successfully pre-qualified for the net metering program." And so here it runs down what the program is about, what the prerequisites are for the programs, and what should happen next, because we're going to have like a in-home visit and all of that. And with the click of a few buttons, you're able to get this done fast and actually reduce the time. We know we said it's going to be done in 1 to 3 business days, but this is taking us a couple of minutes and we're good to go. And so we send it as done, and you will know that the email was sent out to the customer. The customer is very well aware that, hey, our solar application has been uploaded. And if you check, you are able to see very quickly here what the email looks like, as well as all the contents of the email. This whole process is able to reduce the handle time of a lot of initiatives that people can be eligible to a very reduced number, hereby helping to improve the adoption rates of initiatives, as well as helping to pre-screen a lot of people that are qualified for a lot of initiatives.